How's it going, everybody? My name is The Starks, and welcome to a brand new PlayStation video. Today, I've got some interestingly heavy and upsetting news to me at least, and that is Sony is seemingly, Sony seemingly leaks Uncharted 4 to be a PC port. Now,
oh wow, how terrible, how awful it sounds. They are putting one of their exclusive games onto PC? How dare they? Those fucks.
in case you're curious, none of the other Uncharted games have been confirmed for PC release, so it would seem Sony is paving the way for PC players to start the series with the most recent game, which, by the way, in my opinion, makes zero sense whatsoever.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. They just put the latest game on a PC and kind of forget the other ones. It's a very odd decision choice. Why not just put the whole fucking series on PC? Why are you putting the latest version? And from what I've heard, Uncharted 4 isn't that great, so we get the shitty version of the series. How wonderful. Why is this guy pissed off again? I hope he gets into that, because so far, this is retarded.
So the article goes on to say that though it's now 5 years old, Uncharted 4 still boasts some of the most impressive visuals out there, so the appeal to PC gamers with high-end graphics cards is obvious. And then they go on to talk about the review, which I'm not interested in reading here for you today. So I just want to get into this and like just straight away, because this is crazy news, crazy to me at least, because this is Uncharted. This, you know, is a really beloved series among the PlayStation community. And
oh, that's great that it's a beloved game. You know, it would be great if it went to PC so more people could play it and be like, wow, this is a really good game. And maybe it could be beloved on other consoles and platforms. Wouldn't that be neat?
Obviously, it's a very successful series, which has generated millions of money for PlayStation.
Did you just fart it to the microphone, mate? Like, what the fuck was that? You just decide I'm gonna rip one right into the microphone because fuck it. Odd decision choice for a video, but yet again, you don't know how to edit your audio, so what do I expect?
And obviously Naughty Dog being the developers of this IP. And I just want to get into why I think this is bad. I think that this recent onslaught of destruction that Sony has been perpetuating in their Californian headquarters, and all these executives are really showcasing this display of greediness and money-hungry ideologies and methods.
Oh, really? They're money-hungry corporations? Oh, even more money-hungry than them trying to copyright the word Let's Plays? Oh, no, what? And, no, that's crazy. No, Sony's never been money-hungry before. Neither has Microsoft. These companies have never been money-hungry ever in their entire lives. What? Wow, that's crazy. Now Sony is becoming money-hungry. I can't believe it. It's insane. Big corporation being money-hungry. Just, wow. You have a better chance of pigs flying than a money-hungry corporation. Just, what? No way.
That they seem to have for this new business model, and I don't agree with it whatsoever. And before I get a lot of hate comments and people responding with like, oh, you're a fanboy, cut the buzzword crap, because let's be real here. It's not a fanboy to disagree with what a company that I've been a consumer for the last for a long time now.
Ooh, nobody gives a shit.
It's not a fanboy of me to disagree with what they're doing.
That's fair. You're not a fanboy if you disagree with them. But you start hitting fanboy territory when you're starting to defend exclusive for a piece of plastic. That's when you're starting to hit the line there. So in a way, you are a fanboy, because you did say you've been with this company for a long time and you're complaining about them putting a game on a PC, and you're just really mad about this because they're money-hungry corporations and you just figured this out. Honestly, it just sounds like it's a big you problem, and I guess you thought Sony was just holy grail of consoles, I guess. I don't fucking know. It's pretty weird, though. Maybe you should stop thinking you have a relationship with Sony and just look at them as a money-hungry corporation that wants to make millions of dollars. That's a good way to look at it. Oh, and along with you having every single generic fanboy video of all time of you having static gameplay of said exclusive game with shitty audio editing, really shitty gameplay of you just driving around in the first fucking mission. That's really nice. Yeah, these are the hallmarks of a fanboy video, so you're riding the line pretty close, mate.
To disagree with their business model and to disagree with them putting a game like Uncharted 4 for the PC market. And you can have a disagreement with me, but don't call me insane, mental illness, and a fanboy for having this opinion.
Look here! Look, listen!
No, you're just a moron. Bottom line, you're just a fucking moron. Because the further we go into this video, the more you basically have no reason to be pissed off about this, but you're pissed off about it for some reason, and you never explain why. And it's very bizarre.
I think it's an honest opinion, and that is I don't think that Sony's making the right call here. I think it's very greedy of them, and I think it's obviously money driven.
No shit.
And that's cool. Yeah, it's a corporation. I get it. It's a company. They need to make money. I understand. Well, they don't need to. They've garnered billions of dollars since the inception of PlayStation back in the 90s. Okay, like they've have so much money and have made so much money. And
okay, what's your fucking point? Just because they made money in the 90s doesn't mean they want to keep making money. If that's the fucking case, then every single actor in existence, any big Hollywood actor, would have just stopped in their first role and never returned because they made the money back in the 90s. Look at fucking Harrison Ford and Bruce Willis. For some reason, those two old fucks are still making movies. For some fucking reason. I mean, granted, they really should have stopped a long time ago, but hey, they like money. Microsoft, do you think they should have stopped in the 90s? Fuck no. Look at them now. They're rich as fuck. So, I don't know what the fuck your point is here.
And for them to kind of, take this approach, which, I mean, obviously Xbox, a lot of the quote-unquote exclusive Xbox games go on PC. I mean, it's owned by the same company, Microsoft. So that's understandable. But for Sony to take this very odd switch approach really shows them trying to compete with Xbox.
No shit.
And maybe that's because it's a business model that works for Xbox. Will this work for Sony? Who knows? And
yeah, it will. Because I guess a lot of people don't fucking know this. The PC market has a big player base. And just putting one game out there could really spark it a whole new life. I mean, really can. Look at that Master Chief Collection. When it released on PC, that game got a whole new life. Fucking Titanfall 2, once it went on Steam. Whole new life. So, yeah, usually really big AAA games that go to PC have a longer lifespan because of it. And if people are looking forward to it, they will buy it. Good example is Horizon Zero Dawn. People were looking forward to that game, did really well on PC, made PlayStation a fuckload of cash because it was to a wider audience. Do people not notice when you open your games to a wider audience, you get more money? Does that just not cross people's minds sometimes? That's like business 101.
Ultimately, yeah, I am a fan. I am a consumer. I'm a fanboy. I'm a consumer. I'm not a pony. I'm a consumer of video games. I'm using my PC to record this video right now. It's a PC that I built. I play PC games. My first console was an Xbox. Okay, I bought an Xbox, the Xbox One back in 2019. Played it for a few months and never touched it again because it's an awful system, and its interface is garbage.
But I'm a fan of video games, period. Like I'm not a Sony pony. I haven't been on my PlayStation 4 in over a week.
Oh my god!
You guys heard it. He's not a fanboy because he hasn't touched his PlayStation in over a week. Right. Yep, that's all right. Yeah, okay, I guess. He's not a fanboy. He hasn't touched his PlayStation in a week. Fuck, when was the last time I touched my PlayStation 4? When did that fucker come out? Like 2014? Yeah, that's the year that I noticed consoles were shit and built a PC. Yeah, good times. I don't know. I guess I'm not a fan of Doom Eternal. I haven't played that game in over a week. Fucking weird-ass logic. Who the fuck makes logic like that?
So I find it interesting that once you have like a differing opinion from this like mass majority, you're titled a pony and a fanboy, a Sony pony. You have a mental illness for having an opinion against what this big I don't think it's multi-billion, but multi-million for sure, dollar company like Sony
is taking this very like this money-hungry approach in essentially putting a lot of their marketed exclusive games on PlayStation 4 and 5. But that's essentially what I mean, and it's not wrong to have this opinion. You can disagree with me, but I think Sony is making the wrong call here ultimately.
Why? Why? Oh God fucking why?
Gee, really, gosh darn, I wish I knew why you think they're making the wrong decision. Because so far, you haven't given me any fucking reasons why, except for they have money. Great reason.
Yeah, I don't disagree with people being able to play video games. I don't disagree with more people being able to enjoy video games. I know this one...
What a fucking liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. Holy shit, dude.
Excuse me.
Holy
Sorry.
fucking
I'm out of
shit,
control. I
dude.
apologize.
Twitter user, I forget his name, he's irrelevant to me, but he said how, oh, you know, let us enjoy what we want to enjoy. I want to play God of War. I want to play Uncharted 4. I want to play all these different games on PC. Good for you, brother. And I disagree. I disagree with Sony taking that singular business approach by saying, hey, want to get more money? This is the way to do it.
Why?
Obviously, because it works.
This just works.
I mean, obviously, PC gamers have longed, ached and have been hungry for all these exclusive PlayStation games, and now they've given the opportunity to do so. Will this hurt their Sony's overall score in terms of money? In terms of hardware?
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Wait, I'm sorry, I'm confused by the question. You say, will this hurt Sony's score? And then say score in terms of money. And then say in terms of hardware. So I'm confused what the fuck you're saying, and then saying absolutely to. Is this gonna hurt their score towards the money towards their heart? What? The fuck do you mean? What? Can someone dissect that? Someone get a fucking English professor to dissect that fucking sentence for me, because I don't know what the fuck the question was, and him saying absolutely to it. What the fuck? What was your... What? Is your point that... Is it gonna hurt their sales of hardware? I don't fucking know. What? What a fucking dumbass question.
It definitely could. I know there's this concept, this interesting ideology where more PC gamers get these games, the more interested they're going to be to buy this PlayStation hardware.
Huh? Wait, you think the reason why they're putting their games on PC because they think it will interest more people to buy their hardware? Where the fuck do you get this point from? What? You are looking way too deep into this, mate. The only fucking reason why they put their games on PC now is for money. What makes you think that if you can buy the game on PC, where are you getting this point from? Is there like an article where you read from a fucking Sony CEO saying, oh yes, the reason why we're porting our games to PC is because we want more people to play them and notice, hey, I want a PlayStation now. No, that is fucking stupid.
Yeah, I'm sure there definitely will be, but will that be a business approach that, you know, that works for Sony down the line? Probably not. I honestly don't think so. Like,
well, no shit, because I think you just pulled that business approach out of your asshole thinking this is what they're doing it for. You just came up with the most absurd fucking reason why they're porting their games and said, yeah, that's dumb. Why would they do it that way? Well, no shit, it's dumb. You just randomly came up with a fucking theory why they're doing it, and it's like the worst fucking theory you can ever come up with. I'm sure if I asked a retarded child to ask them, hey, why do you think they're porting Sony games to PC? I am positive that retarded child that's missing a chromosome would even agree. Oh, yeah, it's so they can make more money, because it's as simple as that. What the fuck? Why are all the people that are fans of PlayStation just batshit insane? They are fucking insane.
Why would me, a PC gamer who's loved this PC market, I love all the games that I get, I'm now being sent all these exclusive, great PlayStation games. Why would I go out of my way to buy hardware for the PlayStation or for Sony? That doesn't really make any sense. And ultimately, Sony has to think of it that way. It's like, well, now no one's gonna really be exposed to your hardware. No, this just gives people another narrative to devalue the PlayStation title, to say that it's not as good as they say. It's not as good as if it were running on a PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. Like this is clearly a horrible, like, I'm laughing and I find this funny because I can't believe Sony is actually putting Uncharted 4 on a PC or planning on. I mean, this is just a leak.
Fun fact, there's this cool thing called a pop filter for your microphones. If you guys don't know what a pop filter is whenever you do peas into a microphone, usually they come out like a really weird sound like you saw in this guy's video. Give you an example here.
Sony is actually putting Uncharted 4 on a PC or planning.
So you put a pop filter, or another solution is talk away from the microphone. I don't know if you knew this. Now that's out of the way, little lesson there. To your point, right? You make this shit up on your own, and you're trying to justify a point that you randomly came up with that was shitty to begin with. And I really do not feel like covering that. So, because this entire thing is fucking stupid. People overreact on the smallest things. This has been the third fucking video I have done lately where someone is just blowing something way out of proportion for no fucking reason. Why are people so damn retarded?
Right, like this is not necessarily confirmed. I believe this was a patent. This was some form of presentation for the investor relations, which was today, obviously, May 26th. And good for Sony. Like if they think that this is gonna give them a lot more money and a lot more exposure, I mean, they're wrong. But who knows? It might work in their favor, right? But I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm disappointed. Sure, I'm not a Sony pony. Like I said, I haven't been on my PlayStation 4 in over a week.
How much pussy does this motherfucker get? We read 0 pussy, man.
I barely touch it. I'm a hardworking individual who spends a lot of his time, not always, but a lot of my time playing PC video games, right? Like exclusive PC video games. Would I play those games on my PlayStation 4 console? Hell no, right? Because this is the PC experience. This game was made for PC. The games that I play were made for PC. It's different when they're cross-play.
What the fuck?
Now that's just a very strange point to make there. It sounds like you're just gatekeeping at this point. Is there very specific games where you have to play them on PC? Yeah, but that's a very, very small margin. We're talking like Arma 3 type of situation here. And then you have games like Risk of Rain 2, right? It was exclusive to PC for 2 years, I think. And then the game opened up to a wider audience, and now everyone knows Risk of Rain 2. So in that case, you should not be playing Risk of Rain 2 on anything, because it's not the true experience of the game, I guess, according to this fucking idiot. But wait a minute, if Uncharted 4 goes to PC, that means we'll have better aim, and we don't have to rely on aim control from the game because of shitty controllers. So wouldn't that just enhance the experience and make it a lot better? Wouldn't you want to play a better version of a game that you like? A version that's not playing at 30 FPS and have to rely on aim assist to get your shots? I mean, I would love that. But apparently this fucking moron doesn't like change.
And they are developed for multi-platforms, but Uncharted 4 wasn't developed for multi-platform. Sure, it can be played as a multi-platform, but it was marketed as an exclusive first-party PlayStation video game.
Who the fuck cares?
And for Sony to take this 360 and spin that narrative and say, hey, well, screw that, what we said 5 years ago. Let's put this on PC for everybody to play, right? For all this entire PC market, because we want to generate more money than we already have, because why not, right?
Nice.
Oh no. They went back on their word that they said 5 years ago. Sony has never lied about anything else before. That's never happened. They've never, ever, ever, ever lied. That's just insane. $1 million corporation lying about something? No, this is their first lie, and this is a big mistake. Them actually trying to broaden their fucking audience and trying to grow their audience? Nah, that's fucked up. They can't do that. Fucking assholes. They should always be loyal to the PlayStation fans. Those fucking assholes.
There's that missed opportunity. You know, I genuinely do not support what Sony's doing here. And it's not a matter of people not being able to experience these video games. I would love people to experience Uncharted 4.
Liar!
If they were to buy a PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5.
But what if they don't want to? Because the controllers are shitty, and everything else about it is shitty. And they would rather play it on something that could run the game significantly better. Yeah, you're just gatekeeping at this point, mate.
And Uncharted 4 on that console, on that respective console. That is how it's worked for the last 30 years.
Well, sometimes things have to change. Doing the same thing over and over again starts to lose a spark after a while, and exclusives are kind of fucking gay. Now, I would keep going, but for the last like fucking 2 minutes of this goddamn video, he starts talking about his phone being outdated after 2 years and having to buy a new one, and I don't care. Just why? My question is to everyone watching this video and got to the end. My question: why do people blow the fuck up whenever a company does something that's actually pretty good for them and is just there for them to make money in no conniving way and is actually better in the long run? I don't get it. People are fucking stupid, and people need to stop being stupid. That's my speech. Now get the fuck off my channel.
Thank you.